on, everybody? This is the coach coming to you with a 10-minute The Salette review, uncensored, to encourage you on today's thought. Today's thought, this week's thought, this month's thought, this season's thought, whatever kind of thought that I want to think. The point is, this is a transitional word that I want to share with you right here and right now on the Salette Review Show. Stand by. So glad that you could join me this morning because I want to pose to you a thought that was in my mind, that if you don't fly now, you never will. It's fly now or never. Either you're gonna do it or you're not. Either you're gonna go or you're gonna stop. Either you're gonna fly or you're gonna sit where you are in the nest of comfort, in the nest of familiarity, in the nest of criticism, in the nest of I don't have enough, in the nest of I don't know where my resources going to come from, in the nest where, oh, the budget doesn't have it, or I haven't been hired, or I couldn't find work. You have got to use your wings now. And so this thought, this transitional thought is all about whether or not you're going to use faith or whether or not you're going to use your sense RAM to get the job, the vision, the project, the business started, moving to the next platform. And I'm telling you now, it's either we fly now or we just never will. I mean, your wings will never have the strength of a Bill Gates because you haven't even taken flight yet. My wings would never have the flight of a Bill Clinton or President Obama because we have rarely even got off the ground. We don't even believe our wings will work. And I am sorry, I will not apologize any freaking more for why I am going to walk by what seems to be like foolish faith right now. Not presumptuous, not overextension. Not some kind of pre-calculated psychic spooky mentality without some kind of calculated risk. But I'm simply saying to you that we all have wings. We all have wings. And either we fly now or we never will. I don't feel like being here in the studio all the time, here in the Buckhead district of Atlanta. I don't feel like managing 15 channels on the Salette USA TVI network by myself. I don't feel like always when I go to a film shoot on location doing live streaming for some big project that I have to carry my own bags and have to set up and I have to break down. But you know what? I don't care what I don't like. I don't care if my knees hurt. I don't care if my back hurt. I don't care if I have money for gas. I don't care if people don't like me. I'm going to be professional. I'm going to present my product. I'm going to present my service. I'm going to spread my wings and I am going to fly. I want to encourage you. I want to prod you. I want to nod you. I want to aggregate you. I want to aggravate you. To move beyond frustration, to move beyond stagnation, to move beyond situations and freaking fly. Fly with what you got. Fly with what you know. Fly with who you are running with right now. If you've got an eagle that'll fly with you, fine. But you know, pigeons can only go but so high and chickens like to go low. Come on, somebody. If you don't fly now, when you gonna fly? And you're flying too low. Right now, all I want to hear is the wind. All I want to hear is the wind. That's all I want to hear. I don't want to hear what we can't do. I don't want to hear what we ain't got. I don't want to hear what your mama said. I don't want to hear what your daddy said. I don't want to hear how they didn't like this and they didn't like that. I've had countless people giving me all kinds of directions when I'm doing video and film after the fact. You didn't had no concept, no idea of the storyboard up front, but yet when the video's done, when the promo's done, when the trailer's done, now you got a whole lot of criticism. I'm flying. I'm not hearing you. I'm not hearing my critics. I'm not hearing my own thoughts that say you got to be out of your mind. I just want to hear the wind. That's all I want to hear. I am walking and talking this morning about walking by faith on a daily basis. Yes, you look at the gas needle, and I'm not saying drive your car on empty. First of all, you got to realize that that's a dangerous thing for your engine. I'm guilty. You know, I was a professional driver for a number of years, and I realized that when you drive your car on empty on a regular basis, you pick up trash. And, you know what I'm saying? So you don't want to do things that are foolish, but sometimes you do foolish things. Whatever the case may be, pick up yourself and go with it. Correct as you go, accept the correction, and fly. Because if you don't fly now, you never freaking will. Take flight. The altitude of your flight will determine on the momentum, the strength of your wings, the strength of your capacity, the availability of your awareness to what you can do. We spend so much time around people who don't give a crap about you. You're trying to impress them, and you're trying to show them, and you're trying to tell them, and they don't give a crap about who you are or where you're going or what you have been destined and called to do. I just want you to practice flying. And it's getting ready to get cold, so you might want to fly toward the place of your rest. Fly toward the place of your harvest, because when it gets cold, guess what? Wings don't work as well. When it gets cold, when things dry up, when the atmosphere changes, the wings may not work as well as in warmer, more welcoming climates. This is the coach. I just stopped by to tell you, it's time to fly now or never. You don't know how you're going to do it. You've calculated what you can. For some of y'all, put in applications after application, job fair after job fair, and even for some of y'all, schooling after schooling, and you still don't know how you're going to make it. Just freaking fly. What do you want to do? What do you love? What is it in you that you've always dreamed of? I wasn't trying to make that rhyme, but you may admit along with me you don't have a dime anyhow. So you might as well go ahead and take flight. As I said in one of my shows, go volunteer somewhere. Because it is, as I said in one show, you and I, we have to magnetize ourselves. We're not attracting anything to us because we're sitting waiting for something to come to us. We're waiting for it to come to us, but if you're magnetized and you go, magnets have power. And the perimeters around magnets attach itself to the force of power, because that source of power is secure, that source of power is absolute, that source of power is scientific, that source of power cannot be argued down, that source of power cannot be persuaded to a different format. That source of power is what it is. And every human being is a source of power. Yes, you have to connect with the one who has all power and does not corrupt the power that he has, being God. Yes, you must connect with God type of people who have power and influence and impact in a positive way. But I'm just telling you, enough with the excuses, enough with the whining, enough with what you ain't got, enough with what I wish I had. Let's fly now. Because if you don't fly now, when are you going to fly? Your wings are young. Your strength is young. We admit that. But what we also admit is that scientifically, humanistically, and divinely, you were created to win. You were created to explore. You were created to be creative. You were created to be in dominion. Simply put, if you don't fly now, when will you?